Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play action now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
A good running here by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take down one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Cousins. Jones has it. Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And it's complete to Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Because to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The left side throw complete to Adams. Powering his way forward. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Myers in motion right. Now Cousins going to change it up. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Touchdown Raiders! Zay Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Back to Mixon on first down. They find some open field here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Xander Horvath, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air and ball ultimately fell incomplete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's touchdown!
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, let's be careful not to give out too many kudos.